Namaste. My name is Loretta and I welcome you to my home yoga studio. Today, I would like to briefly explore the question, what is yoga? And there is, hard to answer that question in one or two words. And in fact, we could talk with you like hours and hours and hours, going deeper and deeper and deeper, because yoga is manifold subject. It could be described as a spiritual practice, as a physical practice, as a tradition, as a philosophy, as a way of life. And to me, after many, many years of practice and many years of teaching, if someone would ask me to describe yoga in one or two words, I would say that yoga is witnessing awareness. It is the ability to rest in the present moment and witness it no matter what is happening. So many different types of yoga. It could be hatha yoga, it could be karma yoga, it could be bhakti yoga, so many traditions. It could be jnana yoga, so many styles that we practice, and so many books, so many schools, so many different approaches. But one thing is clear, that yoga is a state of being. Because you could practice some postures, even physically, even I'd say advanced postures, but without practicing yoga, without experiencing yoga. It could be the good stretch, kind of mastering the physical posture, but the yoga is the ability to be in the moment. Which is very hard for us human beings. For us human, the normal state of being is non-presence. We think that we get up in the morning and open our beautiful eyes and look around and see, and we think we are awakened. But do we really? Or do we just open our eyes and still continue to dream? And another interesting subject, just like a yoga subject, we could go on and on forever on the subject of time. It's kind of really hard subject to grasp, the subject of time, the understanding of time. So I think that for our mind, we could talk about vertical dimension of time and horizontal dimension of time. So for our minds, they are always in this horizontal dimension of time, going back, rewinding to the past, and then fast forwarding to the future. And we are the bunch of memories. And even though we think we are in a future, we are just clinging to some memory we formed in the past. And sometimes we do stop in this vertical dimension of time to pause briefly. Oh, we are like awakened. Someone said you get the slap in the face and then like you're so awakened right now, right? So to me, like this yoga state of being is being in this vertical dimension of time. And so many spiritual teachers are talking about the power of now, the power of the present moment. And yoga to me is this continuation of being in that present moment. And you know, our mind's designed like that, that the brain function is to survive, that we constantly are losing that state of being in the present moment. And you know, we go back into this, you know, horizontal dimension of time. So the task of the practitioner, of the yoga practitioner, is to bring your mind and all aspects of your being in this vertical dimension of time. And that's why the word yoga means to connect, to bind, to yoke, to unite. All these meanings from Sanskrit translated, that's what word yoga means. To bring yourself into this vertical dimension of time in all aspects, physical, your mental, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, all of this. When you come into this, you know, dimension of yoga, into the state of yoga, then you are experiencing the bliss. Then you are experiencing yourself as an energy. And we know that according to Ashtanga yoga tradition, there are 8 limbs of yoga, and the asana, it is very, very small part of yoga. It begins with the attitudes towards the outer world, towards the inner world. It begins then with entering the physical part or asana part on our mats, and then it goes deeper into developing the breathing practices, breathing techniques, pranayama, and then it goes deeper into withdrawal of the senses and focusing, concentrating, meditating, until we reach the sense of samadhi, until we reach the state of samadhi, the bliss, when we no longer distracted with this constant fluctuation back and forward, you know. So that's what yoga is to me. It is a state of being, no doubt. It is a peaceful awareness. It is a witnessing awareness. When the observer becomes the observed, the duality dissolves, and you are in a state of yoga. And as I said, we could talk about this subject forever. Just wanted to touch bases how I feel about this question, but what is yoga to you? Feel free to comment below. Feel free to discuss your understanding, your observations, and I'm looking forward to see you again on a mat to explore asana, to explore pranayama, to explore meditation. I am very excited and happy to connect with you through this virtual yoga studio. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and I bow to you. Namaste.